What's up? What's up, everybody? Man, y'all already know what time it is. It's time to break down the offensive line, and there's no secret this side of the Mississippi. The Carolina Panthers need offensive line help, and we're going to break it down to you in this year's draft. If there is guys to look at, I'm going to break it down and give you the scouting report on who I deem we're able to get second round, third round, fourth round, potentially guys that we can pick up and have difference makers. So without further ado, do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Come on in, man. Tell me what I'm doing and tell me if you like it. So let's get into it as we do. Number one, the Carolina Panthers are looking to make a splash at the offensive guard position, being as it may. Chandler Zavala was a guard that we took in the fourth round last year, but he had an underwhelming season coming in from North Carolina State. So be mindful, we have a bevy of injuries on this offensive line. So we should look to upgrade the position and make no mistake about it. There is a guy in each round we could look to take, and I'm going to highlight this guy for us because look, your boy WQ does his homework. I watch video. I sit here and I'm telling you guys from Zach Minner to Van Pran to Zach Frazier. We got what Miles Frazier. We got a lot of guys we can get into today. So come on in, man. Let's get into it as we do. Number one, when you say, hey, you want a guy that's going to come in and give you upgraded guard play, you want a guy with some pedigree. You want a guy that has the ability to come in off of a winning culture and be able to establish dominance on your offensive line. And look no further than Michigan's own Zach Minter, hailing at 6'6", 322 pounds, the senior. I'm talking about the senior for the Michigan Wolverines was everything that we expected him to be this season. You know, y'all saw those running backs in that national championship game running Edwards and Corum. I mean, running behind a wall in Michigan. I keep telling you guys, in Michigan, you better start getting some of these guys because look, you need guard play and you need a guy that can come in and be dominant. And this guy can really, at the opponent attack, he can be that guy. Now, his pass blocking, he gives you about 80% out of 100 on pass blocking as well as run blocking. He's equally meshed around. So he doesn't do one over the other one. He is very great in both facets of the pass blocking and run blocking. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from him. He's the third best overall guard. And you're looking to get this guy somewhere, I have to say somewhere at the end of the second, potentially third. He could drop, but the number one thing is his similarity level is already on the same level as Chandler Zavala, who we got from North Carolina State last year. That's his NFL comparison. That's really crazy, right? Let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about him. Zach Zenter. He was a four-star recruit. Came on in here 2020. He saw action in 5 games. Like I said, sophomore, he played 13 games, 733 snaps. Look, last year, he had 13 games, 835 snaps. And this year right here, you know, he coming off of a national championship where he was hailed as a solid run blocker who flashes a nasty demeanor and killer instincts. Ooh, killer instincts. I know y'all heard that one. Now, as a pass protector, he plays with good balance. He holds up against the bull rush. He has strong hands and does a nice job gripping and latching on once he has his hands on a pass block, on a pass rusher. In the run game, he does a nice job generating a push at the initial point of attack. He can get outside and does an excellent job of landing blocks in space. Now, I'm telling y'all right now, you need guys that can get in here and push some cats out the way. We haven't had that in a while at the guard position. We need somebody who can come in and give us some interior push right up the middle because we got bullied in the middle last year. What this year? We got bullied. So make no mistake about it. You need a guy that can come in here, and I'm talking about now. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The Carolina Panthers could look to upgrade the center position and both guard positions in this draft. And I'm gonna give it to you as it is. The only ones that I know for sure are safe is Taylor Moton and Ike Aquanu. Whether they put Ike at tackle or whether they slide him in the guard, you got to be able to find some talent to put around him. I believe Ike is better suited at 6'5" at tackle. We got to get back to running that ball. And if you get a guy like this right here, Zach Center, on in on that offensive line, you got to understand uh, Austin Corbett is going to be down. He had an ACL and then he came back and he tore his MCL. And this is his last year as he walks into potentially free agency after this next upcoming season. So I doubt he's going to play hardly any due to his injury that he just had, where he was rushed off of his last ACL injury. So you can say goodbye. There's an opening at the right guard position right now, today. Now at left guard, you got Chandler Savala, who was slated in as the last starter, a fourth round rookie, but you want to look to upgrade. And then you got Brady Christensen, who's there as well. I think both guys right now are better served as backups. You really need to look to get continuity on this offensive line. And what better way to do it than going and getting this guy right here from Michigan? You could slate him in on the right side if you want to, and you could put Savala back on the left side. But I really think you need to upgrade from Savala as well. This is my honest opinion. I think if you want my honest opinion, I think Bradley Bozeman will be fine if he get better guard play around him where he can focus on doing his job. You'll see improvements from him next year. But I'm going to give you also a center prospect to look at in this draft too. But back to Mentor, his weaknesses is he's a little too much of a waist bender. He doesn't play with ideal power and functional strength. And sometimes that's concerning. He often gets caught dropping his head as a bad habit, and it will have to be corrected. Now, in the power run game, he lacks a mean streak. Now, be mindful, as a pass blocker, we said earlier, he was nasty. So in the power run game, he need to get a mean streak. But he has enough power in the run game to get by. He got enough to get by. I think, now this is just me being honest. If you pair this guy in here, you need his pass blocker skills. He is a good enough run blocker to get the job done. If you get him in immediately, you have upgraded this position that I think was a weakness. You made into a strength bringing him in. Next on up, let's get into it as we do. West Virginia. If you want to upgrade the center position and you want to move on from Bradley Bozeman or slide Bozeman to a guard position or anything, bring in Zach Frazier from West Virginia. The 6'3", 310-pound center is a junior that's looking to come out here and really get his name or get his feet wet, entrenched in the NFL. And what better way to do it than bringing him on to the Panthers? Big guy, massive guy. And I'm telling you, man, at 6'3", 310 pounds, he can move some people around. Now, what I love about him, the rating that they got him is 85 out of 100, which is very, very good. He's more seen as a pass blocker at 85 percentile. Run blocking, he's at 82%, which means that he is very solid in both. He gives you not just only one where he's dominant in, which is the pass blocking, which that's what we need to upgrade at, pass blocking. But the number one thing is he also gives you versatility where he can come out and give you run blocking as well and be dominant in run blocking. So that's the number one thing we need. If you want to upgrade the center position from Bradley Bozeman, who just signed a 3-year deal, you can slide him over to guard if you would like to. Bring this young man in, and you got the potential of either bringing him in or going to get Mentor. And that's the number one thing, man. This guy right here isn't going to be on the draft boards for long. He'll be sitting there, once again, the end of the second, early third, potentially. Third round, he'll be sitting there. You got to get him while the getting is good. If you want to increase your interior offensive line, you got to go out and get talent, man. And I'm telling you right now, his NFL comparisons, as you see it right there, Luke Faulkner from Kentucky, Ricky Stromberg from Arkansas, Luke Weipler, Ohio State. He puts you in the mind of those guys. And the number one thing about this guy, his strengths, adequate foot quickness to remain outside. That means before somebody has a chance, his feet are already moving. Can get to the second level with surprising agility when adjusting to move defenders, He has underrated athleticism, agility, balance, and even straight line speed to contribute. So what I just took from that is straight up, he gonna beat you if he get the upper hand immediately. Oh, you done for. You dead. You dead off the rip. This guy right here has the strength, speed, and agility to get over you, and that right there gives you a opportunity to beat guys consistently in the NFL. We need a guy like this right here at center. If you want to do anything and upgrade this offensive line, you go get this guy right here, Zach Frazier, West Virginia. Now I say he fires out of his stance with good pad level, consistently winning at the point of attack. He's a solid positional run blocker who flashes nasty demeanor and killer instincts. Killer instincts is what they say about this guy. He exhibits good patience in pass protection, sitting back there and rather than leaning and lunging. He's coordinated athlete who can win at the point of attack in the run game, and he can also move consistently and land blocks at the second level. His awareness is above average for his limited experience. He sells the trap block and can turn seal fluid getting into his adjustments on the second level. That means he know how to sell it. He know how to, he understands you don't give away the run play, you don't give away the pass or what the actual play is set up to be, and he understands how quick to sell it and then get to the second level and get his hands on the linebacker with the quickness and move them out the way. That's what I love to see from an offensive lineman that understands getting to the next level. Man, this guy right here would be a major upgrade. I'm talking a major upgrade. But I'm gonna be real with y'all as well. There's another guy. If we don't see ourselves going in the second round or the third round, he's gonna drop a little bit lower, and that's Miles Frazier from LSU. 6'6", 335 pounds, and this guy is a dominant guy as well. He is a multiple roles. He can play multiple positions, whether that's center, guard. He is very versatile on the entire offensive line. And you need a jack of all trades. Now, be mindful, his pass blocking is out of this world. He's the best pass blocker out of the two I just made mention. He's even better in pass blocking than them. But the problem is he can't run block worth a damn. That's the problem. So, do you really want to give up your ability to run block with this guy? If it's dependent upon what you want to do as an offensive line, as an offensive coordinator, if you want to bring this guy in. If you want to get the passing, you bring him in. You put him at guard. But if you want to run that ball, you're going to struggle. Because as you see, 66% is not going to cut it. And I'm going to be real with y'all. He's the seventh best guard in this draft. And I figured that's because he hasn't mastered fully both sides of the pass. He hasn't mastered both sides of blocking, passing and running. So he's just the master of the pass. And I guess he was taught to really focus on the pass because that got him where he is today. But you know what? I think he can get out there, and at his size, 6'6", he can push some people around. So I think he has a chance to learn or get better in the run blocking game. Man, I like the guy. This to me is a contingency plan. If you can't get one or the other in the second or the third round, you target this guy right here, mid fourth round. He'll be sitting there waiting to be taken. He's light on his feet considering his size. He's a fluid mover who has natural balance. He kick slides and sets. Frazier has the long-term arm off of pass rushers and send them flying past the pocket. That means if he gets you as a pass rusher, oh, you going down, bro. He is some of the best of the best. So he has prototypical build for the edge along with his height. He has broad shoulders and a tempered athletic build as well as long arms. Shows good quickness, flexibility on reach blocks, and he has enough range to get out as a puller. I love this guy, man, especially in the pass blocking game. Now, if he's gonna pull, that you just hear they say he can get out and pull for you, running and getting to the sideline. So I mean, like I said, his run blocking could get better. He's 66%, but he can get better. So I don't want anybody to watch this and say, why would we get a guy that can't run block? But hell, how much run blocking did we do with Bryce Young last year? We didn't do much. So if anything, your pass blocking just got upgraded if you do get them. I'm under the impression I much rather understand what the philosophy is and insert one of these guys in here. I know the other two guys are balanced. They are a balanced breakfast. This guy right here is just eggs and a little bit of orange juice. You're missing the grits, you're missing the toast, but it's okay. It's okay. It's still food. It won't get you as full, but it's still food. So understand where we're sitting at, man. If you like this analysis today, man, make sure you do your part. Come on in, like, comment, subscribe. We taking y'all with the scouting report, and we're gonna give it to you as it is. Your boy Dub Q is in the building, and I'm telling you, man, I'm breaking it down. I'm tired of everybody talking about this offensive line here in Carolina. Let's make the Panthers great again. And I promise you, as GM, I'll get this thing together. So come on in here. Show your boy that love. Subscribe to the channel.